Dante Greco.
Dante is a really smart guy.
Ladies love Dante.
He's not got a hair. Look at that face. What's your name? Casey.
Dante Greco.
Dante was me, yours truly.
I'm gonna come.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Dante Greco Show. We're live here from the Shooky International Store. I'm got Jacob the Bull Brown. Got that correct, right? Okay.
Yes,
he is a jiu-jitsu fighter. He's been training since he was 6 years old. It's pretty crazy. We're going to talk to him, get his story, find out what his goals are and all that. And we're going to have a great interview show today. And then we're going to cover some news. Shooky might make an appearance. Who knows? Anything could happen. Jacob, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So first of all, how did you get started with jiu-jitsu?
So I got started in jiu-jitsu. Well, I got bullied at a young age, about like 6 years old. So my aunt introduced me into Brazilian jiu-jitsu because she was a Newark police officer.
Oh, nice.
And once she got me introduced to it, I told my parents I wanted to stay in it. You know, after being bullied, I felt like it was some way to like get comfortable in the sport of self-defense. And then I kind of just took off with it, and I got really excited about like competing and get into the competitive aspect about jiu-jitsu. So, and I kept going since then.
Have you been able to use it on any of the bullies yet?
Not yet. Ever since that day, I never really been bullied throughout my life.
You didn't want to track them down and put them in an armbar?
Nah. But, you know, if the day ever comes, you know, I know how to now.
How often do you wash your gi?
I wash my gi every day after training.
Every day.
Yeah.
I remember because I trained for about 6 months. I was the classic guy who does it for 6 months and then stops. And man, some people smelled absolutely terrible. They smelled like wet clothing and stuff like that. And they would just be on top of you. It was disgusting.
For my like training where I train my academy, I do like 2 to 3 classes a day. So every time I train, each class I have to change my gi.
Yeah.
2 to 3 times.
What's your do you have like a specialty, or is there anything you're like particularly adept at right now?
I specifically like going for like a lot of Americanas and Kimuras. It's like going for the arm, but it's like you twist in a certain way, you know, and it's like all armbar type of moves.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Who do you look up to in jiu-jitsu or just MMA period?
Mm-hmm. Well, where I train at Art of Jiu-Jitsu in Costa Mesa, and I train with the Mendes Bros. I think they're a very good inspiration to Jiu-Jitsu. They made a big impact in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu itself. You know, they travel a lot around the world, and they're world champions. You know, like 6-time, 4-time world champions. So I think they're pretty amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wait, how old are you now?
I'm 20.
20.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got 14 years of experience.
Yes.
That's huge. How much does the average like adult MMA fighter have? They got to be
Typically about like 10 to 12 years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Are you just doing jiu-jitsu, or are you incorporating anything else into it?
Right now just focusing on jiu-jitsu. But I did have experience with like 4 years of judo, a few years of wrestling and boxing.
What do you think of that Nate Diaz Jake Paul fight?
I thought that was a pretty good fight. I mean, it was a nice show for everybody to watch. I mean, I thought it was very entertaining.
Yeah.
I was going for Diaz, you know, because I've watched Diaz my whole life in the UFC, so he's one of my favorite UFC fighters. But I thought it was a pretty good fight.
You like how he put him in the guillotine at the end, even though it was boxing?
What I liked about Diaz, like, you know, the funny like things he was doing to the fight. He was just like kind of making everybody laugh and stuff. It was funny to watch.
Hey, so listen, they're gonna do supposedly an MMA rematch. Jake and Nate. So
in the UFC ring.
Or if not UFC, I think it'll be like PFL MMA or something like that. Do you think that Nate, because they went 10 rounds boxing, and Nate's not really like a pure boxer, as we know.
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to take Jake in that one, or is Jake's youth, you know, as a young guy, will the youthful vitality still be able to overcome Nate?
I think I feel like Nate could go take that round only because I feel like Nate is very mixed overall. If he's able to do like all the things he know for his like MMA, like if he does jiu-jitsu, he throws that in with a little bit of other mixed martial arts, I feel like he's a better chance.
Yeah. So what's your dream? Like, where do you see this all going? Where do you want it to go?
I want to achieve my black belt, you know, by next 2 years or so. Right now I'm 20, so maybe like 22, 21. When I get black belt, I want to open up my own academy. I'm going to call it the Bull Academy. And I want to get back to the community and teach jiu-jitsu to everybody else.
That's great. I love that. Yeah, I mean, jiu-jitsu, when I have more kids, I'm going to put them in jiu-jitsu for sure.
Yeah.
I wish I had started young too. All my friends did. Like, I grew up with near one of the Gracies. And so like a lot of my friends got involved with it and we're training all the time.
Gracie, yeah.
But like I would go and I was getting punched in the face and I would always be tired after school. So I fell out of it, unfortunately. What give a message of motivation to people to stick with it.
Everybody that's starting off with jiu-jitsu, in the community, stay motivated. It's a mental challenge, but you want to have the best support you can from your parents, from friends, and your coaches. So, I would say just stick through it. And, whenever you need a break, just go out there, have fun. And, it's all about having fun in the sport, and enjoy it.
By the way, I just want to say to the TikTok audience, my setup is a little bit rudimentary right now, so it's hard for me to read any questions. But at a certain point, I'm going to come to you specifically and see if you got any questions for Jacob or for me or whatever. Are you going to fight in the UFC? Is that, do you want to get there?
I thought about it, but I think I just want to stay to jiu-jitsu.
Just jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Okay, so like when are you going pro? Do you have anything coming up? Like
yes, I have a super fight coming up. It's gonna be in an octagon, jiu-jitsu only. So that'll be on August 27th in Carson. It's called Royal Combat, and that'll be what upcoming currently.
You worried about getting the cauliflower ear?
Cauliflower? No, I haven't really been worrying about that. I mean,
hold on, wait, because I see you got show the camera. You got some earrings, right?
Yeah.
You show the other side. So like, I don't know if you're gonna be able to have those once you get the cauliflower ear coming in. It's just gonna start bleeding.
Yeah, probably not. But right now, I'm enjoying it so far. So gotta take the advantage I have now, right?
Yeah, no, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Have you been choked out?
Yeah, multiple times.
Like passed out, choked out?
A few times, yeah. Not really in tournaments. Maybe like in training, I really start getting dizzy if I don't tap out in time. So, but usually in tournaments, I tap out early before I start to pass out.
That's scary. I never got choked out all the way to passing out, but there was a
Yeah.
couple times when I came close and I was like, oh my God, this is like what death feels like probably.
Yeah, definitely in the tournaments, I have, put other people in chokes, and they didn't tap out in time, so they would fall asleep. So
Yeah.
it happens.
One of the big reasons I left was because when I would get choked out, it would hurt my throat. And I was like, oh my God, my voice. I need my voice.
Yeah.
But is that really a risk or was I just being paranoid?
I think you're just being paranoid.
I was.
Yeah. Because when you get choked out, it happens so fast that you wake up and you're like, oh, that was quick. It's
Yeah.
not like something you won't even realize.
What up, Joe? We miss you today, by the way. That's my other guy. This is Jacob the Bull Brown.
What's up?
He's a jiu-jitsu fighter. We got to get you back here tomorrow. We're going to do another show. What was I going to say? Okay, so jiu-jitsu, is it, how often do you train?
I train every day. I wake up at like 6 and class starts at 7, so I train about 2 to 3 hours every day.
What other hobbies do you have, or like what other interests? What are you into?
Besides jiu-jitsu, like on my free time, I just go outside, go skateboarding, maybe go out with some friends, just chill. And but typically after training, I just like to work out a lot, at the gym.
Now, listen, you haven't had to go after the bullies with the jiu-jitsu, but have you ever been in a situation where you've had to use it on the street?
Not really. I mean, with jiu-jitsu, I never had a time where somebody actually came up to me and picked on me to the point where I had to use jiu-jitsu on them.
Yeah.
But it was really just like, small talk,
Yeah.
Anything physical.
What I liked about jiu-jitsu also was like you could, if you had to, you put someone in some kind of choke or a hold or something, and it leaves minimal damage.
Yeah.
So everyone's out there looking for a lawsuit these days.
Yeah. I feel like that's the safest way. The safest thing about jiu is that you can use it on anybody when you necessarily need to, and you wouldn't have to do severe damage to them. Just put them to sleep. Easy.
By the way, Wig Splitter, yes, Jacob the Bull Brown. That is his name. He's the man. Joe, I'm not going to ask him if he could beat up Nate Diaz. Could you beat up Nate Diaz?
I don't think I can.
No, we don't want to get you in trouble.
That's funny.
You're only 20, right?
Only 20.
All right, listen, you're about to turn 21 next year. You'll be able to drink legally.
Yeah.
Don't start.
No,
That's going to mess up your training.
Yeah. No, I don't like to do any of that stuff when
That's
I train.
good. That's
Even
good.
in general, I'm not really like that.
Yeah, make sure you say that on camera, and then in real life, do whatever you want. But
don't drink, no alcohol, no weed.
that's
Stay
right.
healthy.
That's right. That's
Breathe
right.
air.
That's right. Just breathe the air.
Yeah.
Breathe that clean air. Where are you from?
I come from New York originally, but I moved here to California at 10 years old, so I lived here about 10 years.
What part of New York?
Harlem.
Harlem. How is it up there?
It's pretty fun. I like it up there. I mean, the weather's nice. It's the summer. It's actually colder there, I feel like, than it is here. So usually colder in New York.
Do you ever see Bill Clinton walking around up there? He's got an office up there.
I wish so. And I've never experienced it.
Hey, Jacob, could you choke me out? Could you show me something?
You'll find everybody out there saying, "Hey, watch where you walking out here."
Is that what they say?
Yeah.
I'm walking here. They
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
say
yeah.
that? That's
Yeah.
like a movie line.
Yeah. That's the New York phrase over there.
I was gonna say I don't detect a New York accent that I would recognize.
Yeah.
You lost it.
Yeah, I kind of been losing it over the time. I've
Uh-huh.
been living here in California, but when I first got here, I used to have really deep voice, like you wouldn't even like recognize.
Oh, sorry, Joe. Wig is on TikTok, so I'm also streaming on TikTok. You know, like the way that we do normally. So that's why TikTok doesn't have a good user interface for streaming simultaneously. If the East Coast West Coast war started again, like when Tupac and Biggie were going at it, which side would you be on?
Yeah, that's a good one. I'd probably be on the side with Tupac.
Yeah,
'Cause
me too.
I kind of I know a lot more about Tupac, and because my dad loves big Tupac lover, gotta follow the lineage.
Yeah, yeah. He was also from New York, by the way.
Oh yeah. I was aware of that.
What's the best place to eat in Harlem?
Harlem.
Or actually, what am I saying? You left when you were 10 years old.
Yeah. I had to think about that one.
Yeah, never mind. You
But I
come to
do
my
like
office.
the pizza though.
The pizza's
New York
good.
pizza is probably one of the best pizza out there.
Okay, so what area are you staying now?
I stay in Irvine.
Irvine.
Yeah.
I love the Irvine Spectrum Center is very nice.
Very nice.
But
I go there a lot when I go shopping.
Have you ever taken the time to get on the big Ferris wheel? I feel like it's not worth the line.
No, it's not worth the line. I've been on it once when I was out with a girl one time. It was fun that one time, but other than that, I'm not a big fan of heights.
Yeah. No, yeah. I got that. Yeah, Irvine's cool.
Yeah.
They got some good jiu-jitsu academies down there, I assume, right?
Yeah. Irvine's fun. And then it's convenient for me as well because I train at AOJ, which is in Costa Mesa, so it's like less than 10 minutes away.
Yeah. Close to Laguna also. You can go down there and hit the beach.
Yeah, what I
Very
like
nice.
about Irvine is that everything's pretty close by. So everything's a close drive. Laguna, Newport, Costa Mesa.
Do you see yourself staying here, or is there somewhere else that you want to move eventually?
Maybe eventually, later in my years, and open up my own academy. I'd probably come down to like LA and one of the nice areas, like by the hills, or somewhere, open up an academy. I
Right.
think that would be really nice.
So, but you don't want to go back to New York.
No.
Too expensive.
Yeah.
Taxes are out of control.
Yeah. And I feel like I kind of grew up out of New York. I kind of lived here so long, I kind of get used to it. Kind of
Yeah.
feel like a Cali guy now.
That's right. You got to drive out here, though. That's the thing.
Yeah. The drive is it's a lot. A lot of traffic, a lot of cars.
You watching any shows or seeing any movies lately?
No, I'm actually not big on movies and shows only because I train so much. I don't really have a lot of the time to watch TV in general. I just work a lot.
Do you have any inspirational quotes that you live by?
I only live to myself. Like I kind of go myself. Like I like to think of myself as my own inspiration.
Hey, listen, the lottery is up to $1.55 billion. Are you buying a ticket or what? I'm thinking about it.
It might be worth it. I mean, why not? Take the chance,
Hey,
right?
think of how many academies you could open up with that kind of seed money.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I wanted to take the chance to win. How much was it?
1.55 billion. Although the IRS gets 400 million immediately, so you got to think about
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Might not be worth it.
Yeah. But chance is a chance, right?
That's funny stuff. Well, listen, I don't want to keep you here too long. Is there anything that you want to say, or you like people to know about you? What's coming up, and of course, where can people follow you?
Well, to everybody watching, I fight on August 27th in Carson at Royal Combat. That's the name place I'm fighting at, and you can follow my Instagram, my Twitter, and Facebook at Jacob the Bull Brown.
Let me see that. Oh, I got a question here. What astrology sign are you?
I'm a Taurus.
A Taurus. All right, that's a hard worker. The bull.
Yeah,
Is that
the
where
bull.
you? Is that where you got the
That's how I
bull?
get it, bro. Yeah.
That's where you got the bull.
Yeah,
All right.
That's my side.
I love that. Hold on. Let me add a little banner here so people get the spelling down real quick. Okay.
Oh yeah.
You can say it. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Everybody that got a passion to follow, or you got a dream, just literally get up, get yourself up, and get going. Do it. Just commit.
I love that. That's
Yes,
how
sir.
I got here doing my podcast.
Yes,
I got
sir.
up. I said, I got to do it. I got to go down to Shookie's place today.
That's it. No
All right, this is
excuses.
Jacob the Bull Brown right here. Follow him on Instagram
Twitter,
Twitter.
and Facebook.
and Facebook. You don't do TikTok yet.
Not I haven't put too much concept, but I'm working on it.
I was just talking to your guy. Like, it's unfortunately that's where the whole audience. Well, not unfortunately, by the way. I want to apologize to the TikTok audience. I have found that that's where the audience is on TikTok. You can grow real quick. You start putting up some like jujitsu highlights and stuff on there. I think you'll blow up a lot quicker. You know, we were talking about how Instagram, the algorithm seems to favor, you know, it doesn't favor guys that look like me. I'll say that.
That's understandable.
It's harder to grow, but you got actually a pretty big following on there already. So you're doing well.
Thank you.
Maybe I should shut up.
I'll definitely working on getting my TikTok, and then once I do, go follow my account at Jacob Brown on TikTok.
All right. Well, listen, I'm going to follow your career. I'm going to be watching, and if anything goes wrong, I'll contact you immediately.
Okay. Yeah, most definitely. I'll be there.
Hey, thank you. It was a pleasure to meet
so
you.
much.
I wish you nothing but luck and success.
Thank you. Thank you for everybody watching. Appreciate it.
All right. I'll take that now. You got it. That was great stuff, guys. I appreciate it. We're still on live, so don't say anything too crazy, but that was fun. Good to meet you. Oh, nice. Yeah. Let's give Shuki a shout out. Hold on. Let me get your mic back. This is important.
Got the Shuki gear on. Big shout out to Shuki.
We love Shuki International. That's right. If you want to come down here like Jacob, come to the Shuki International store in 12th and Main. Jacob's a big fan of Shuki.
Big fan of Shuki. Shuki he got the drip, man. Look at this.
That does look good.
Gotta start wearing some more of these.
You know what? Shuki should design your gi.
That would be amazing.
You come in there.
Dope. Yeah.
Now look at there's a lot of glitter on some of these, so people are going to be covered in glitter. But maybe you'll
A
just
glittered gi. That would be awesome.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's
Jacob.
support the gear. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Great talking to you. That was Jacob the Bull Brown here on the Dante Greco Show. We're live at Shuki International Store. We're having a good time. And it was a lot of fun. TikTok, I'm sorry, I forgot to ask if you had any questions. How you guys doing? Anything? You guys are having fun up there. So let's talk about the news. Sad news today. Sandra Bullock's partner has passed away from ALS. No, not ALS. Is it ALS? Shoot, let me read this. ALS. It was ALS. Very sad news. We didn't know he was only 57 years old. He was a model turned photographer. And now it is, sad for Sandra Bullock and her family. Okay. So let's keep it moving here. Shuki International. Shuki, we're still live. Yeah, you want to come say hi? What's up? Okay. All right.
Yeah, so when he finished. Oh no, with you, yeah. And then we'll take it.
Yeah. We'll do it. On this show, we show you everything behind the scenes. Doesn't matter what's going on. Anything could happen down here. That's why you need to come down. Come get interviewed, come hang out. Yeah, we could take a picture. Hold on, guys. I'm going to put the camera up here so you can see what's happening. All right. This is behind the scenes of a major show, the biggest show in America. This is what happens. You don't know Shuki, you must be a rookie. That's right. You got to know the catchphrase. Okay. So, getting back to it. Where are my Vanderpump Rules people at? All right. So, Rachel Leviss. She's back to being called Rachel, which I don't like. I think she had the right instinct when she changed it to Raquel. It's a lot more interesting name, Raquel, than Rachel Leviss. You know, I know she's getting the help that she needs, but I think that the therapist probably pointed her in the wrong direction with that one. Raquel sounded a lot cooler. The other people are confident that she's not returning because they've already started filming so much for season 11 and she's just not there. I mean, like maybe they say she can come in at the 11th hour and do some filming or talk about what she thought. Honestly, I think they should just give her the money. To me, yeah, this is about her mental health. She wanted to get away and like, you know, protect herself and all that. I can imagine the hatred and the scorn that she was receiving from the general public. It's not easy to deal with, but at the same time, bravo. You know, that show almost went off the air. That was the end of Vanderpump Rules. If this season didn't happen, they orchestrated it perfectly. They played it very well. They got the numbers up, but Raquel was instrumental as well in making that such a big thing. Give her a little bit more money. I know she's under contract, but it's called renegotiation. Thank you, guys. I'll see you. Give her a little bit more money. I think she's holding out. Thank you. You enjoyed the Ron DeSantis video? Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? You know, I don't have anything personally against him because of his political affiliations or anything. It's just he's horrible at being a normal man. He hates people, clearly. So, again, if I was advising Bravo, I would say just pay her. Pay her so that she can get back on the show. It's not going to be as good. It's going to be a big letdown if it's just Tom and Ariana Maddox avoiding each other in the next season. Okay? So that's Rachel Leviss. They're looking for the new Loch Ness Monster. The largest search in years is set to begin, and I say stop wasting your time. It's not there. It is like all the big photos of the Loch Ness Monster were provably faked. You know, maybe it's an otter, maybe it's an eel, but like who's putting money behind this? The Loch Ness Monster's days of hidings might soon be over because a group of enthusiasts say they're ready to find this elusive beast once and for all, but they need a hand. They're organizing what they call a massive effort to track down the famed mythical creature. Now, listen, if Shooky wants to foot the bill to fly me out to the loch and try to, go live on TikTok and try to find this thing, all right, I'll get in the water. But other than that, I don't get it. This picture is fake. Look at this picture, guys, on TikTok. That picture is fake. We know it's fake. A guy took a piece of cardboard and floated it along the water. Right? So this is the biggest search since the early 70s. I mean, they're legit planning to scour the massive body of water for old Nessie. I guess if you're going to finally prove once and for all that it's not there so we can forget about it, then I'm for this. But, I don't know. Do anything for clout, I suppose. What else is happening in the news? Oh, by the way, this is a horrible story. You hear about this? The woman who's the CEO of the Bloomsbury USA is a publishing company, was killed in a boating accident. And the guy was high. The skipper was high and he was drunk and distracted by a phone call, ran into her off the Amalfi Coast. It's absolutely horrible. Look, I know the idea of piloting a boat and going fast and being under the influence sounds fun in theory, but it's not. You can't do it, especially in a busy area. You know how many boats are in the Amalfi Coast during the middle of the summer? It's like, doing this on the 405. You cannot do this. Take it out to international waters, please. Go do it to yourself. Ran into this poor woman, ruined the holiday. That family's never going to go to Italy again. What are you thinking? Very sad, very sad. Okay, so Doja Cat is back. She's got a new song. It's called Paint the Town Red. And I like it. She's getting a lot of hate from her fans because she's been having a beef with her fans. She got mad that they were calling themselves kittens. And she said, oh, if you're calling yourself anything, kitten or kittens with a Z, then get out there and go help your family, go try to make some money. I love that she hates her fans. It's so much more interesting. Every other celebrity is just so full of it. Like, oh, I love my fans. The fans are everything to me. They'll never do anything to anger their fans. She's going out there. She made a whole song about how much she hates her fans and how much she wants to diss them. You know, this song is like, she's not beefing with anyone else. She's beefing with the people who like her, who buy her music. And, you know, look, if you're a fan, obviously it's going to upset you. I'm becoming more of a fan because of this, only because it's refreshing. You don't usually see this, a celebrity who like actively goes against their fans. And I see what you're saying on TikTok. Fans make the superstar. I totally agree. But you know what? We've got plenty of other celebrities who love their fans or pretend to love their fans. At least she's being honest about it. And who knows? Maybe in a couple of years, when the music stops selling and the tickets stop selling, she'll come back. She'll come back groveling. But for now, I love it. And I like the song too. It's interesting imagery. You know, I'm sorry for people on TikTok. You might have to go look this up later. But like she's got like some like devil demonic imagery in the music video and all that. And what I like about it is it doesn't seem as desperate or contrived as, say, Sam Smith. Sam Smith did this whole like shocking, I'm the devil, I'm performing live as the devil, I'm gonna come get your kids and all. It's just like, shut up. This is so lame. She's just doing it. Almost looks like an Ingmar Bergman film, but in color, the way that she's got her imagery set up. And I wasn't really a fan of her doing this weird demonic stuff either. I think it's very tired, but you know, just in general, like, you know, that's like something that Ozzy Osbourne was doing 40 years ago. But I like the way she's handling it. So I am coming to the defense of Doja Cat against her fans and against the public. I think she's doing it right. All right, what else is going on? Let's just go to TMZ. Let's see what they're talking about. Any questions from the fans on TikTok? Any questions from the kittens on TikTok? Maybe I'll take that name. That'll be my fans' name. Kittens with a Z. Kanye West joins Travis Scott, Utopia in Rome. First performance since anti-Semitic rants. Yeah, I mean, look, Kanye is, when am I getting married? Probably next year, early next year. But Kanye's got a fan base. They're going to like him. They ultimately don't care what he says, whether he goes on Alex Jones and talks about how much he loves Mr. H. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all, especially with Travis Scott, because Travis Scott, you know, he's got his own problems. The news just came out about how much he knew about the Astro World thing. He was in his headphones. They said, people are dying out here. How about stopping the show? He didn't want to stop it until Drake came out and performed, you know, for the living, for the remaining living people in the crowd. He didn't want to stop the show, which is, you know, terrible. I don't know how he got away with this without like, or did he? He did get sued, didn't he? Or maybe the lawsuit is still pending. I'm not sure. But so like, if there was going to be a guy who doesn't care about the reaction, and that's in the police report, by the way, about him knowing that people were dying. There's going to be a guy who doesn't care about the reaction. It's going to be Travis Scott. He doesn't care. He'll bring out, you know, the fashion Nazi Kanye West to perform. Sandra Bullock's boyfriend dead. Yes, we saw that. Kanye and his wife upsetting people in Rome. William Friedkin died. The Exorcist, the director of The Exorcist, William Friedkin, has died at 87, just before the new Exorcist comes out. I'm telling you, they're getting really bold with these viral marketing things. You kill the original director, my God. What do they have awards for advertising every year? Because this should take it. This is real commitment. They last saw him 5 years ago outside Craig's in West Hollywood. Fun. All right, let's check Daily Mail again. Yeah, it's all the same stuff. Hunter Biden. I don't know. Anything on Twitter or X? Whatever. An Italian farmer crushed to death by thousands of falling cheese wheels. Oh, no. You got to read about that. We're talking about, for people on TikTok, those big, gigantic cheese wheels. Looks like an Italian farmer was crushed to death by thousands of falling Parmesan cheese wheels. The question on everyone's mind, are they going to waste all that cheese, or are they going to go gather up not maybe not the ones that directly touched his body, but the ones that were just part of the pile on the top? Because that's probably a lot of money worth of cheese. You know, when you go to Il Pastaio and you get the truffle pasta with the cheese wheel and they rub the whole thing in the cheese wheel, that's like an extra $60 just to be in that cheese wheel. So I bet they're going to try to like there's going to be like, yeah, just throw them in the truck, send them out to Beverly Hills. I will probably be eating from one of these cheese wheels that killed the guy, unfortunately, sometime in the next 6 months. It was hard Parmesan style formaggio. Terrible. Giant shelves holding the 90-pound wheels. Whoa. You could bench these. This could be part of someone's workout. Jake Paul should start lifting cheese wheels. Get built. Oh, man, look at these shelves. Okay, hold on. Let me show you people on TikTok what one of these shelves looks like. Sorry for my YouTubers. Look at that. One of those things fell on the guy. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. But again, you're really going to throw them all out? You know how long it took to make those things? Those poor cows? Yikes. All right, let's keep checking Twitter. Wayne Brady. Okay, breaking news, everybody. Wayne Brady. He's not dead. Okay. He comes out as pansexual, and he says, I'm doing this for me. How about that? Let's talk about it. This is a surprise. You remember Wayne Brady from, I don't know, what did he used to do? He hosted a game show or something. I remember him from Chappelle's show. He was like, the nice guy on TV. Let's make a deal. Opens up about his long road to self-discovery and how his daughter and ex-wife are showing him acceptance. I love all people equally, and now that includes myself. So this is about him? I don't know. He's pansexual. I don't want to degrade anybody's truth or experience, but I've always found it curious to say you have to come out as pansexual, because that just means that you'll be with anybody. Is that like some big secret, or is that like, I don't know. It's not the same to me as hiding other sexualities. I feel like pansexuality is just like, hey, I'll do anything. I'll do you. I'll do me. This is about me. This is about you. This is about me doing you. Am I wrong about that? What do you guys think on TikTok? Talk to me. Maybe I'm being insensitive. By the way, he did a big spread in People magazine, exclusive photos. So you always got to consider that this is a publicity stunt. Anytime someone does a whole People magazine spread about it, there he is coming out as pansexual, doing it for him. Always got to consider that possibility. Because, by the way, I like Wayne Brady. I've interviewed him a couple times. He and I accept everyone too. I don't have any problem with it. I'm just saying, like, I haven't heard the name Wayne Brady in the news lately. Is it possible that this is, or you know what? Forget it. I like that he's doing this because he should use it to his advantage. Why not? Why not? Get some pub. Get some clicks. You guys see Jonah Hill? He has slimmed down incredibly. I'm glad that he's feeling comfortable and happy too. Jonah Hill, I don't know if this is for a movie or what, but like he has slimmed down. Jonah Hill is the luckiest man because he was about to get it in the media after that thing with his surfing ex-girlfriend. The text messages came out, and then boom, what happens? The SAG strike, and that became the story. Any Hollywood story for like 2 weeks was about the SAG strike, and the Jonah Hill thing was just kind of forgotten until now, until we saw his lean new physique. He looks good, looks like a different guy. I think he could do with a little more hair, a little drastic without the hair, but you know, he's smiling. Probably taking Ozempic. You're right. I don't want to say it, but that's what everyone's doing. Everyone's on the Ozempic. All right. Well, listen. We're having a good time. Oh, Natalie Portman is split with her husband of 11 years who allegedly cheated on her with a 25-year-old. They finally finished that off. It's done. There was a bit of a controversy because he was with some 25-year-old who looked like Natalie Portman. And I guess they have figured out a way to pull the plug. So that's it. All right. I think we've reached the end of the road. We've gone almost an hour. Oh, what am I saying? We've got 36 minutes. It feels way longer. I think what I'm going to do is take a little break. I'm going to talk to Shooky, see what he's up to, and then maybe we'll be back. Maybe we won't. You never know. You got to stay tuned in. Got to stay locked in. Stay close to your phone. Thank you to everybody who's watching on YouTube. I will rejoin you in the afterlife. And let me play my little outro for the YouTube people.
Have a good life. We will see you soon.
Much love.
Thank you.
Love.
All right, Dante.
So once again, thank you to my brother. Tell him your name again.
Dante Greco.
2 words. Made in America.
Dante, you're doing great.
That's good. I know anybody over in my life. It's from.
Listen, I want you to leave my good friend Ringo alone.
Yeah.
Pal, Hal.
Have a good day.